Suggestions have been proffered to political leaders on appropriate measures to handle the #EndBadGovernance protest across Nigeria. Participants at the 2024-2025 Cardinal Onaikan Foundation for Peace Fellowship Program proffered the suggestions during the Module 1 of the one-year fellowship program that took place in Abuja recently.
I say religion here is not just the wrong teachings in religion. We have other factors. Religion is just an aspect of it. Somebody who is hungry has that tendency of being angry. Just like what is happening on the street. It's not about knowing God, it's not about preaching. Even Jesus himself saw that the people were hungry. He suspended the teaching and did what? Fed them. So let us not see somebody who is carrying out violence there and think he is doing that under the umbrella of religion or wrong teaching. He may have the right teaching, but there is hunger. Let's not deny the fact.
Look at the way our politicians engage with the citizens. There is no engagement. We have to beg Buhari several times before he addressed the nation. In fact, the Senate had to even beg him also and say, talk to your people. And then they wrote a speech for him and he read it. In a very critical situation like this, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu should have been given an address every day to the nation, talk to the nation. If you look at Volodymyr Zelensky during the war, every day he was talking to his nation. Sometimes morning and evening he will address the Ukrainians. It gives the people a sense of belonging. Towards the end, at the 11th hour, he interacted with religious leaders, politicians, governors, ministers, everybody. But the real people that matter, there was no engagement. And that is why we're having this. So it is very important that the president address some of those issues. Like Teso has said, he addressed some immediate issues within 24 hours. With the same energy that he used on the 29th of May, he said subsidies gone. We would not even have had this protest, because what will it be protesting? When you say you want to go and protest, the people will say, protest for what? Because the man is already addressing the issues. But the fact that the government did not bother, just neglected and waved off, those things. And again, also underestimated, the protests. In fact, they said there won't be any protest. Who is going to protest? We don't care about them. They're just a minority. And then the minority, just the same mistake we made 15 years ago with Boko Haram. They said they are ragtag terrorists. They have no consequence. They cannot do anything. Forget about them. Nigeria loses more than 100 million every day to this day because of Boko Haram. If we had done the right thing in 2009, 2010, we would not have been having all this mess. When you underestimate a monster, that monster will end up swallowing.